being a 20-year-old company, right, we're fairly new, but we've always been known as a company that is brave enough to take the first step into anything new. We were always known as the innovators, the guys who brought prepaid, the guys who brought new services, things that you heard this morning, but also the company that really takes a risk on the types of people that we hire. Now, one of the things that you will experience in your careers is you will feel like it goes through a little bit of a up and down. That's a natural expectation. There is no career that will always be on a straight line up, okay? But at a down is when you need the best of people. You really need the best of people to sort of think out of the box. And that's where I link to what I started saying earlier, that Digi, for example, hires different kinds of people because the business is never going to stay static. I always wanted to go to marketing, right? Because when you study a degree do a program all your life, you finally want to end up in what you studied, right? How many of you are worried that what you study may not be what you do? Yeah? Don't worry, you'll be successful, okay? That's the last thing you need to worry about. Just get your education and then really just focus on making a difference in whatever field you want to do and then just go. I think that's the way to be successful. Culture is something for me that you cannot really put on a wall with 5 bullet points. Neither is culture a thing that we would give you a book when you join DG and say, go study the culture. But culture is something that you really have to experience. And culture is something that you personally have to add value to. So if you join a company like Digi, and if you feel absolutely uncomfortable that there is no office, that you don't sit in a glass bowl or in a cubicle, then this is not a company for that person. Because that person has to be able to adapt very quickly and actually add value to that culture. Otherwise, the culture will stop, right? So the culture is in a lot of areas, the way you talk to customers, the way you talk to people, and stuff. And I think the last one for me is that from a career perspective, you always keep this in mind, which is, till today, I've never, okay, promise you guys, okay? I've never woken up in the morning and I've never said to myself, shit, I have to go to work today. I've never said that. Because I also have a policy to say that if you do say that, or even if you don't say it, but you feel like it, quit. Because you really then destroy the company and the culture and the business and most of all the brand. Okay, so do me a favor, okay? So remember that. If you remember anything at all today, remember the culture, but remember when you choose your jobs and your career. The minute you wake up in the morning and say, I've had enough of this, do yourself and the company a favor, just quit. Okay? Because I think then you sort of, it's actually a negative impact on your own career growth. Because then you become not productive, you lose the imagination of exploring new ways of doing things, and you lose it. Competition will always, when you do in your own careers, guys, and when you grow up and you're extremely successful, one of the things that you will always find is that there will be a lot of copycats out there. People will try to copy successful marketing campaigns, successful programs, successful services. People always try and copy. The challenge for us is that you continuously need to innovate yourself. But while you innovate, you need to also bear in mind, don't overcomplicate. Because the more complex it becomes for the end user, then the innovation doesn't matter.